Excuses are how we learn and move forward. It's good to make excuses as long as there's a lesson. What went wrong is under our control and there's something we can do, apply forward. Welcome in, much love, Trav here. San Antonio, Texas, hanging around Southside Lions Park. Gusts of wind today, 15 to 30 miles an hour. So if I'm going to be outside, the audio is not going to be the best. Sorry about that, but really, really beautiful day. There's my excuse though, is the wind. Trav, you're making excuses. Well, I suppose actually the audio's not good because I have wind. Something I could do is I left it at my place. Next time I'll bring my wind mic, which I actually bought, but I didn't bring it today. So that's my lesson applied forward. Trav, you're making excuses. No excuses. Do it perfect every time. That's not realistic. And that's why I need to make this video as we take a stroll around the park. I see this a lot. I see it in Magic. I see it everywhere because a lot of what I do, as we just charge right into the wind right now. See if we can duck in here. Yeah, this seems better. Duck in over here. A lot of what I do is make mistakes, identify what went wrong, find my excuse, and wow, really beautiful. And I'll try to apply that next time, right? I do a post-mortem for everything that went wrong. What could I have done? What could I have done better? Why did I not get the result I wanted? How could I have done it even better? And a lot of what I do is encourage people to always find one thing. What's one thing you could have done better? What's one thing you could do better? What's one thing that went wrong is how we start off with that. What went wrong? And then what's something under your control that went better? And that's your excuse. So I think the reason that we need to have this conversation is it's possible that it's bad parenting or bad mentoring, bad teaching. What we see is super wind into the wind. What we see is a lot of people. We need to distinguish between excuses under our control and outside of our control. That's the thing. Excuses are not good or bad, but there's a lot of parenting and coaching and teaching where it's like, no excuses. Don't make any excuses. That sounds like don't learn to me. That sounds like don't identify what went wrong. Don't identify what could have done better, or you could have done better, right? The goal is to do a better job next time. Always get better results next time. And the way we do that is a sequence of what went wrong, what was the desired outcome, what was the current outcome, what's the difference between the two outcomes, what went wrong along the way, and what's something you could have done to do better. As long as you have the last element, what could I have done better, then it's great, right? Then we continue charging into the wind here. Beautiful day. Yeah, next time I will bring my wind mic, directional mic. I don't know if it'll work that well, but it's worth a try. Right? So I'll tell you, take responsibility. Variance gives, variance takes. There's bad luck for sure. But if it's not under your control, then you can acknowledge it, but don't dwell on it. Move on. Try to focus on something that you could have done. What could you have done? What's one thing you could have done better? Right? I'm not saying don't make excuses. I'm saying take control of the situation. Take the full responsibility. Make a bunch of excuses under your control so you can apply it forward. It's no excuses. No excuses. I failed. I'm not going to look for anything that I could have done. Just no excuses. No, make plenty of excuses. Make as many as you can. As long as there's always something that you could identify that you could have done better, right? And there's many examples I can give, like could have done better, had more knowledge of a particular thing. I could have tried harder. I could have been better networked. Next time I will try harder. Next time I'll have the knowledge, the information. Next time I will do a better job communicating. Right? It's only a problem when it's like there was traffic and there's nothing I could have done. I got unlucky and there's nothing that I could have done. right? That's when it's a problem. That's when it's unproductive. Not when it's an excuse or not. It's just you have to ask yourself, where is my locus of control? Is it external or internal? It's okay to have somewhat external locus of control. There's God, right? Or there's chance, there's variance, there's statistics, whatever you want to call it. Damn, what a beautiful day, right? So take control and make your excuses. Stop with the no excuses bullshit. That's stupid. You have to learn. You have to identify what you did wrong. I didn't trust my team enough. Trav, you're making excuses. I am, right? Next time I'll trust my team more. That's the lesson that I apply forward, right? So if you're a father or a mother and your kid says, well, I'm tired, instead of saying, no excuses, say, okay, maybe you should get to sleep earlier next time. That seems way more productive, right? Way more useful. Damn, T-Woo is not even a dad giving dad advice. Well, if you're a teacher, next time your student says, well, I guess I didn't practice enough. No excuses, practice more. Why didn't you practice? Maybe you've lost, maybe it's not fun the way it's structured. Can we make it more motivating or more fun? Right? What's something we can do to improve? We have to identify what went wrong. We have to identify you're failing. We have to identify a cause. Just if that cause is under your control or not. Well, I got unlucky. That's my excuse. And even then it's like, well, what's the answer then? Keep trying. If you truly, all that went wrong is a gust of wind fucked you over, and that's also one of my solutions for the wind, is tomorrow, it won't be a problem tomorrow, right? Keep shooting videos. There's not 30 miles per hour wind every day. That's a little bit unlucky. There's something you could have done, but you can also keep doing it exactly the same, and you'll usually get a better result, right? That's what we want always, is how can we get better results? What was the desired outcome? What was the actual outcome? What's the difference here? What were the factors that contributed to that difference? And how can you adjust those factors so that you get the desired outcome next time? If that means making excuses, good, make excuses. Stop with the no excuses stuff. Trav, you're really repetitive right now. I know I am, but repetition is a key way to learn. It's not the only way. There's a lot. Spaced repetition is key. That's why I will say the same thing like every month or every week, because that's how we learn and how we internalize, is repetition over time. So I'll come back to this and I'll tell you again, figure out what went wrong, figure out you're failing, and always figure out one thing or more that you could have done better. That's the big key. That is the number one big key. So key here, you can share below and I'll do this exercise with you. What is a result you wanted that you didn't get? Why didn't you get it? And what's something you could have done better? So me, I'm in San Antonio for a Magic tournament, and I wanted to have a great result with my team, and I didn't. And I felt like the reasons we didn't know our teammate well enough, so I didn't have enough trust for them, and one of the three teammates, and I asked for too much advice and took too much advice while I was playing. Trav, you're making excuses. Whatever, cool. So what would I do differently next time is I would ideally pick someone I know better for our third, farther in advance. That's a way. Or if I can't, the option isn't there, then I will choose the moment they're locked in as our teammate, I will trust them 100%. Though that's my excuse, that's my solution for next time. Also, next time we're going to trust each other more. I'm going to trust myself more. We're going to leave each other alone and be the masters of our own. We're going to divide and be the masters of our own division. I'm not going to ask for feedback for what I'm doing. I'm just going to do it. And I think that's an excuse, Trav, but yeah, I didn't do it right, and that's how I'll do it. The best teams just had a lot more trust for each other, so that's the key. And I'll get to apply it next weekend in Mexico, 3 days from now. So that's the nice thing. Sometimes when you make an excuse, you have to wait a very long time until you get a chance for redemption. But I've got a chance for redemption here in 3 days, and I'm very grateful for that. So for you, you don't have to comment what yours is, but think about what something you wanted and the actual result you got, and some factors that different your excuse, and then what you would do better next time. And keep figuring it out. Again, all that matters is you find one thing you could have done better. From San Antonio, much love. Look forward to hearing what you say in the comments. Once again, sorry about the wind. Next time I'm going to test out my anti-wind microphone, or maybe there just won't be wind because I get lucky. So that's the game plan. And I have the mic. I bought it for this reason. I didn't see that there was wind until I had already left the house. I didn't turn around to get it. Next time I'll just bring it at the first. If I step outside, there's a lot of wind, I'll go get my mic. And we'll try it. It might not be the solution, but it's worth a try. Much love, and see you in the comments. Peace out.